because timemufoni ni ahoden a omuntimi nye productive na ema oman so entu empon enko nanim ne senti na ye da Excel Natural Clinic for asese abiri na abiri nyina no omoso yasene ema yede apomuden komodi no ede bremo Excel se de ye ka no mo malam gbawe kwantempon so udu gbawe ho a wo se wo hwehwe Chief Palace abronsan bisi ho a ho na onumudi onum ejuma omoso anso wo nkrabatane bi wo T junction bibi omo frɛ no bontrase omo ho omo so ebo ejuma ho papa ene say we diabetes high and low blood pressure eye and skin problems hepatitis A B C D bladder stone kidney stone fertility issues or cancer ene yade bia ye also kranko bia no di do o maso ya onum be komboa se de be ya so o ho be towo from was 0536 520 897 0536 520 897 and also say 0536 542 509 0536 542 509 so be ya to wintimi di nsa woso na omakombo ene abuzianfo said ya mohwe no ye hwe a very the brony friend sensitive issue pa say oba ni ma wade eti awade ase na se ntimi mba the brony friend no infertile couple no ende eno hu nkomodi na yedi na ahwe nti wo ye oyiri wo ye okuno wo ye oba ye obema gibre na twibe wo phone na se o TV set no na di conversation nechi na doctor ebe church ensem de na ya de sa ensem no kra de ba ene de keke ka ho se de be si fa so anu nyina doctor de nchemu be ma ye na ya hwe ene yensaka Dr. Charles Wells Kekeli was senior medical officer wo Ridge Hospital ene said the Greater Accra Regional Hospital ho na obutu a odi obo adwuma papa family medicine department ho no ni dia tashi baby aisa na adwuma bo a obunti doc mama good morning.
Monsieur, good morning.
Bibi aboko de yeguso yehu wa che kakra kakra yenko yensem ne so wo say na ye infertile couples
in said last 2 weeks no ye decline male infertility and na female infertility so now already minimum say male and female marriage
exactly
into couples no that means the obani bema no the boma na my couple into then na no couple infertility no
okay nti fire fem what is it I mean infertile couple no dey be
okay into anope no so see infertile couples are any difference from say I can male and female infertility and infertility was
okay
but say some conform me by accident maybe the male and then the female are now together which we call couples or they are married then for about a period of the same 1 year now then they are unable to get pregnancy as an outcome of their marriage, then we will term them that they are infertile couples because they are together. So, and then we will take a look at some of the reasons two couples are unable to get pregnant, and I say nyinsen and to me emba. Inti your situation ejina bema no nini obano so that means it is both of them. To me a situation whereby a bema no unkwa na problem no ewo ne ho and I another category ebe say ejina oba no so so once a probability to know out of these two people no 3
yes
one say 1/3 because ebe to say ebia both are not okay, one is okay for the male and the female is not okay. Inti yebe hwe ekwan a yebe fa so a saa nipa mienu we no yebe tumi aboa omo a omo so tumi enya nyinsen anope no eno na yebe hwe
okay
inti first of all yebe di kan ahwe ade a yefre no pre conception planning.
Okay,
so you see pre-conception planning, that means a couple mienu we are omo worry for 1 year.
Okay,
ebia mo try say nyinsen beba nyinsen no emba no
Okay.
Omo beto anamon alcohol doctor.
Okay.
Gynecologist, any learned medical officer who can put both of them together in a way to make sure that they have a pregnancy as an outcome of the marriage.
Okay.
So the pre-conceptual planning, it involves abandoning bema no. They have to make time and visit the gynecologist or the doctor together. Once in tempi no say bema no ebi mu wa homa so kakra
On tanko.
Ebia ebi musu to me my excuse say me dey madi kan ni obi awudada. So what is us that? Now him say in the world at large no. Ebia o to me ekoye paternity test na ho sa akora no kwapa o ya homa so say me no obi awudada enye odia.
Several issues like that.
Several issues like that. So na bema no omunom tie sa nyama no pi on say oba bi omo ba na obi san say bema no ya o say bema no say ono de on ba no de okay. Na ye nye no sa. Okay. Ebia say ebia oni obi anya outcome that cry akora no or cry things change in the body until say cooperate, that's the word, cooperate with your wife. Na mum doctor no. Okay. Pre-conceptual planning you be take history. Okay. Na examination. And also na betimi screening no no. Okay. And also na betimi semen analysis. Na ya hwe say wo be ma no ujinema na
on this particular area no. Nti se be ma na ma ana any of the partners no whether the oba decides or no so kra o mba na be ma no nkwa na akwa na say oba no kona be ma na nkwa would used to mo be koso akoso aye de wo se moye.
No, and there's an outcome no any reliable and positive to the sense say oba no nkwa na eba na say bibia e okay oba no ho a you don't have idea about the male the bema no nti e hadwen nti tempi no ye recommend say mumienu no mo beba na mema no ni semen analysis result ni examination no okay kita doctor no and our oba so ni all the fertility hormone tests ni scan ni bibia ni ovulation monitoring bibia no kita doctor no and no na etumi emma doctor no who say these two people no bibia e fine sir and I say bibia nye fine na say bibia so ye fine na why is it that the pregnancy is not coming? Okay. Na doctor no na watu na mo na helper odibe mamu no na odia mamu. So pre-conceptual planning is very good. Test ni nyina ye even some of the tests na to me ya who say ebia both of you are not compatible. Ebia mu worry na say mu insemba akora no benya some defects or some chromosomal abnormalities and something like honor you be catch up if you say no, if both of you get married the outcome will be this especially example say a sickle cell patient and the woman too is a sickle cell patient it is at this pre-conceptual planning maybe if you've not gone through the church screening before getting married. This is why when we pick things that will not favor even the outcome of the pregnancy, then we tell you. Then we'll go ahead, then we'll do what we call the coitus planning. Even the sex in infertile couples have to be planned. You have to plan it because probably they are not doing the right thing at the right time. So, doctor, and as a gynecologist now, or to me, stretch munyama baku mienu bi amunim ebia enuna a preventive pregnancy, Okay. So it is very good that you people approach it with all seniors. And both of you have to come. It doesn't have to be the man alone or the woman alone. So for the coitus planning now, there will be your friend basal body temperature of the female. And say before ovulation, and I said during the times of ovulation, obano, to me who say ovulation is taking place at the body temperature, and no pabia or sorry, and I say at dawn, going to the morning time, you see that the body temperature of the woman has slightly increased.
Okay.
And we call it the basal body temperature, which is measured every morning.
Okay.
And it has to be biphasic. That means I say kosru nesaba film. It is something like that should tell you that this is the time to what? Have sex.
Okay.
Because the woman is what? About to ovulate or is preparing to ovulate.
Okay.
That's what we call the body temperature. No?
Okay.
Then we also have for you to plan to have sex, which is the quarter planning. No, your hormone now me can last. No say a friend luteinizing hormone. That luteinizing hormone, no, me can say and no stimulate the matured follicles, no, to release the ovum. Inti your bibi owa utumi steady the luteinizing hormone surge, no, which normally takes place 24 to 36 hours before the 14th day of the ovulation. That means if you have a 28 cycle. Inti so tosa kits no so na say from the 3 days prior before the ovulation day, and you start using the kit. That one you just use the urine. It's just like you are testing for pregnancy. So the luteinizing surge, if you do it day 1, day 2, it has about 5 kits inside. So day 1, you see that the positivity of the luteinizing hormone, no, is increasing now. It should tell you that your body is preparing to what? Ovulate.
Okay.
That's what we call the luteinizing hormone surge. No?
Okay.
It's gradually increasing once you are testing it. When it is increasing, it should tell you that you are about to what? Ovulate on the 14th day. So when you use such kits, it tells you that this is the time for me to what? Have sex with my wife or my partner. Then the other one is also what I've said before, which is the cervical mucus change.
Okay.
That at that time, to plan for coitus or to plan for sex for outcomer, you have to time the cervical mucus to see that it is crystal clear, like the albumin of an egg. And it should be very slimy. That is the only mucus that permits sperm cells to penetrate the cervix and cause fertilization. Into one says, Anyama means someone into sexual planning. If you have it with a doctor and the doctor teaches you these things, it increases your chances as couples who are hot, infertile. Maybe you don't know. Once you know, you will not be having it randomly.
Yes.
You plan for what? The sex. Then the third thing that we also look at for infertile couples is what I call we call the post-coital testing. That means after you've even had the sex in infertile couples, there is a testing that you have to do to see that do you have a chance to get fertilized. What do we do? You see, some hours after the sex, the sperm cells, because they have to penetrate the cervical mucus and go for fertilization. No? Yet to me, the old NDC formal manifesto on health issues, and I meet the presidential candidates made mention of fertility clinics in their families. I was very, very, very excited because this one that I'm talking about can only be done in a setup that is into fertility issues.
Area.
Yes. Because if you are a couple and you have sex in your house and you want to do the post-coital testing, it has to be done in a facility where they have the equipment and everything to test. If possibly after the post-coital testing, there are sperm cells in your cervix. So the woman has to lie down. We have to do a speculum and take samples from the cervix. Okay? So if there are presence of sperm cells in the cervix, that means that, yes, at that time, sperm cells can what? Penetrate and go into the fallopian tube fertilization. So your chances are very good if we see sperm cells in the cervical mucus. But if after the sex, we take the sample and all the sperm cells are in your vagina, and you don't find any sperm cell inside the cervix, it means that probably the cervical mucus is not even tolerating the sperm cells, or fertilization will not take place. So the doctor can then plan with you when you should have sex. So you see, the post-coital testing is also very good in monitoring couples who are very, very infertile. And you cannot do it in your house after you and your partner has met. It has to be done in a hospital or a setup or a fertility clinic or something. So moving forward, I think when that thing comes to play, or a bebuapa for infertile couples, I've been thinking about it before I saw it even in the distance, because when you read as a doctor, you see that some of the things that we can do to help people, we are unable to do them here because you don't have the facilities. Then we also have the other things that we can do for the infertile couples to see if they have chances of getting pregnant, and that one is we call the post-ovulation testing. Okay. Key, the woman has to know that she's ovulating. So what shows that you have ovulated? That's what we call the post-ovulation testing. So when we have done all the other things, the semen analysis, the hysterosalpingography, everything about you and the man is okay. These are the 4 things that probably are the little things that are preventing you from getting pregnant. So when we do the post-ovulation testing, we test for progesterone. So the same way, at a certain stage in the cycle, progesterone has to start increasing, which we call the progesterone surge. So in a person with a 28-day cycle now, yes, I test on the 21st day, and now a friend with 21-day progesterone or 21st day progesterone. But for example, so Obi was cycle at 30 days But they can say ovulation they take place on the 14th, whether you like it or not. Until you 14, no every month. Now say aka 16. Who the 7 no edi 16 one. Who progesterone surge you do it on what? On the 23rd day. It will no longer be 21-day progesterone. So now also cycle no ebe calculate. Until you say the progesterone on the 21st day or the 23rd day, depending on your cycle, is increased. And that means, yes, the woman is what? Ovulating. And that means that she's supposed to get pregnant in the presence of what? A fertile sperm cell. So if we do all these 4 things and everything is fine, you are still not getting conception, unexplained, then we say your infertility is unexplained. Then we'll look at what we can do to help these infertile couples.
Hey, I say, and say, even say over far a flu crano, a 1 year or so you, and yes, Sebi, who sorry, Nezibia, many Obani, Beman, Yankitahona, David, said, Nanina, Jumedia was a dinner. Oh, Frena, ending como doctor, Nebusa, on Semba, Communina, on Frenchly, Mumawansa, with free Hako. 0302771593 0302771593 na fa wanu December February na minjibrena doc e wa hei na onyi no ma sense obetimi so e dia fa WhatsApp ne so dia maye na text na majibrena makan na doctor etimi eyi na ma 0202115445 02021154. Good morning.
Good morning.
But your body baby or case free.
But the family panel data to na Ctv Dwabo Apomuden.
Yo, kwame yetio.
Pacho, I have a question about urethral tract.
Urethral tract.
Yes, now the person is that in the near future, can something be done about it? So, like, I once had an infection about and now it has been resolved. So I don't know if in the near future something can be done about it.
Doc, what is your kind?
You have urethritis or something like that.
Also, you have a problem, but you are correct.
Yes.
Now, person who say moving forward, you or her will meet me
in a lifetime, that you can have a recurrent UTI or something. Once a bacterial infection and an infection cause here, that doesn't mean say I resolve it, but hygienic, protected sex and everything, you should be fine.
Yes. What a commodino said ya doctor Cano, Tino, show we keke, said your canon, we share Wahuni D. Semono, we hear ye na sebi medino, yeah. And also, we share a abrabo ye, said a bear, and some concofa, or how no, and some fine brew. And Tia no, and Tia was always so afraid. Now, we be and somewhere far, say a war honey, and the Keke, any doctor, Charles Wells Kelly, and I was wise in Kunyawa, how a senior medical officer or family medicine department, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, the Adodoana friend or Ridge Hospital. Indeed, they say, and that reminds me, this idea we not just say procedure quite expensive.
Yes, cost no so area idea sometimes deterrent. Yes. I to say it is only those who are well to do that as infertile couples that are able to do. For instance, the in vitro fertilization, on say and also it's only few people that are learned in that thing, and the price at which it's done, very discouraging for most of the infertile couples with a low income to patronize such a thing. So way forward, if you want to expand and have facilities that can help such people, it will be very, very helpful, because as it stands right now, the in vitro fertilization, I don't think less than 40,000, 20,000 before you can do it. And that one is only about 50% chances, success rate that you also have. You can go and nothing happens, and you have to raise another 20 to 30,000 cedis before you can have the in vitro fertilization again. So it's quite expensive.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
But your body may be free. Obaya in Tiowa. Open your day. I open so war, but I want him. What worried ye? I am Prapier. Doctor Yan. Okay. Doctor, how you are?
Uni Bemano eti Fakua, Nase, or Vivia, also Vivia, Opesa, Unin, Sankedia, and the bed in Kakran, and Susan Kamuminuno, Muti, Fakua. Now you are living together. And Kame advises a Muminu, no Muntu and a more, Namun Kongo doctor. And I say, gynecologist, be of a planet. Now I screening both sides now. Say, be okay, and I say, still, yes, and number, and also you are quite a fast one. It's me, man, yes, and number.
All right, many about auntie and Chiribuna dock the amount. And you know, Boychiri na 2 and amount 10. So me said, yeah, Uncasa no air Korean said, when you have breakfast, Obitimina or pro, a Biegu na Omamian and Nana, Papayan and Nana, who said, Doctor, you didn't communisi. You didn't communisi now. That I have a one, I am for last one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. With me, so. All right, Doc. For one who see it now, sorry, you made it.
In the American is infertile couples, no. A woman say, getting fertile, Adam is very expensive though. But my advice, I encourage you almost to say, they should try and set aside some little savings. They shouldn't think they will get it at a go, and they should, especially studies have shown say we bema no crap on us semen analysis and account no, and it's not in even the millions, because we said it should be in about 2 million, 20 million, 30 million, but So 900,000 viable sperm counts to 1 million sperm counts maybe the problem is solely because of the quality and the sperm counts the in vitro fertilization, your chances of getting a 50% success with even that sperm count now is attainable. Until they should try and open some savings accounts for some 1 year or 2 years or 3 years and give it a try. And it is my prayer that God will answer them with triples.
Doc, in Empire, the annual day, or bumpire, will be at least triplet, twins, quadruplet, near the idea, said the baby, be a one, and Nija Befi, come on. Doc, that's say, by Dr. Charles Wells Kekeli, and I became common war, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, the other do your friend Ridge Hospital or Family Medicine Department or a senior medical officer. Don't say in some kind of a mood daho, chichimun daho, come on. And he, one nine Ridge, Nako Fusion, a chair coin. Also, share Dr. Kekeli, Obiad, Oberconiho. Senso, say, Ope, say, share other. And they account for external natural clinic for so amount say Boanaina ko Wijagba we ho Chief Palace Hona or no more na Unomukudinsa so extel so utimia for penny paper natural number necessary wow no money no problem crowd 0536 520897 0536 5207 and now to say 0536 542 509 0536 542 509. Come on, Edi. So be wo on betting a tekra the amount na so the baby number studio how be say me share Ctv Dwabo no and na nya sound for so deal with o doctor hoso already ka chen say o share Ctv o kope say at the end of the 10 cedi doc obehwe na bibia aye fine nti ye twa ye ho ye ba